Okay, ladies, this is a demonstration on how to insert a menstrual cup. If you're only watching this video and none of the others and you're wondering what a menstrual cup is, it is a soft and flexible cup made out of medical grade silicone, and it's inserted the same way a non-applicator tampon would be, and it collects your menstrual fluid rather than absorbing it, and then it's removed, rinsed, and reinserted. Okay, so for this demonstration we're going to be using a slender glass as a model for the vagina. Of course, this is probably a bit larger and rounder than most actual vaginas are, and quite a bit longer too. Now, a very important detail to remember is that most women think that they go straight up and down like this on the inside, that their vagina goes straight up and down. But actually it doesn't. It's slanted back like this, meaning that if this were your stomach up here, and if this were your back here, you go down and backward toward your rectum or the lower tip of your tailbone. So when you insert anything, whether it's a menstrual cup or a NuvaRing, you want to angle this way. Obviously, if you angle upward, you're just going to run into the upper wall of your vagina, and whatever you're trying to insert is just going to get crushed up against it. Now, I'll show you some folds really quick. Now, keep in mind there's about a dozen different kinds of folds, but I'm just going to show you two to get you started. There's the C fold, which is you fold it in half, and then in half again, into kind of a C shape. And then there's the punch down fold, which is you push in one edge of the rim until it's all the way down, and you just pinch it in that position. So once again, at the slanted back angle that we discussed, you're going to insert this inside the vagina, holding on to it like this. And if it pops open before you get it all the way inside, that's okay. In fact, the manufacturers say that that's normal. You need to at least have the whole rim inside, all of the rim. But get it in as far as you can, and then let go of it. Then you give it a twist, and you make sure that it has popped open all the way around. The way you do that is, among cup users it's called stirring. You basically reach up and you run all the way around like this to make sure that it feels round. If it feels round and expanded the way it did before you put it in, then it's open. Now, if you have a slightly firmer cup, you can go ahead and push it up while it's fully open. And just coax it up a little bit further until you get it about there. And it's going to sit up inside at about this angle and collect your flow. Now, if you'll notice, the stem of this cup has been completely trimmed off, but most cups do have a stem that comes down, so you can grab hold of it. Now, if it hasn't opened up all the way, if you feel around up in here and you can feel that it's still kind of flat and it's not really round, then what you do is you just reach up like this and you let in some air through the side of the cup. The air going in will help expand your cup open. And you can do that a couple of times from either side until the cup opens up. Once it's open, you want to give it a good twist. You could twist left or right, and that will help it form a good seal. You can even pull down slightly. Okay, now on to removal. If you've chosen to leave the stem on your menstrual cup, you can first grab the stem and bear down with your muscles, like you're having a bowel movement, and that will bring the cup closer to your reach. If you trim the stem off, you reach up until you can grab the cup. Most women will not trim the stem off unless they're pretty sure that they'll be able to reach the cup itself. Once you've got the cup down far enough to where you can grab hold of the base, you squeeze the base gently, like this, and you break the suction. The tiny holes up at the top of the cup here under the rim, will draw in air to help break the suction. Otherwise, removal can be difficult or uncomfortable. If squeezing the base doesn't break the suction, what you can do is you can go up inside like this, and you can just sort of dent in the side of the cup like that. That will let some air in and break the suction. You can just grip the bottom here with your fingers and your thumb, and you can continue reaching up inside to keep the air suction broken. Now you can just coax your cup down gently like this. You can rock it back and forth. That really helps. Here, you're going to want to start tilting it into an upright position. And what helps most women is if you pinch the top or the side of the cup, but only pinch one section of it like this. And you very carefully ease out only one edge of the rim, like that. And now that you've got that one edge out, you support your cup from underneath with your fingers like this. And you grab it with your thumb, and you just tilt it out of you like this. By supporting with your fingers on the bottom, you pretty much all but eliminate any chance of dropping it. I've had a cup for months and I've never dropped it. I've heard of some women just pulling the cup out like this, and that can tend to be a bit more messy because obviously when it'll spring out. So slow and easy is much better. And just to show you that this can be done without spilling, what I've done here is you could see that I've filled this cup almost halfway with water. You see that there? That's about how full you want the cup when you empty it. So the first time you use a cup, keep an eye on your flow and get to know about how long it takes for you to fill it up about halfway. And I'm going to show you something kind of neat here. A cup can sort of be partially folded even though it's full or halfway full without spilling. And I'm going to go ahead and partially fold it like this and insert it back inside. And allow it to pop open like that. And I'm going to coax it up the rest of the way so that I could show you how it's done without spilling. You come up inside, grab hold, insert one finger like I taught you, and you get it down to about here, just as I said. Start easing it into an upright position. Ease out one rim, one edge of the rim, and there you go. See? No spills, no mess, no nothing. That's the beauty of a menstrual cup, is that it's soft and flexible enough to be comfortable, but it's firm enough to hold its shape during removal so that you don't spill. And when you catch it from underneath like this, there won't be a mess. Okay, so that's it for my demonstration on insertion and removal. Please send me a private message if you have any additional questions. And thank you for watching.